Hey y'all, it's Lori here from Beauty Where You Find It. I'm hoping you can hear this because my air conditioner just turned on because it's like 90 degrees outside in March. Like you do, you know. We are also in the very first beauty bathroom. This is where it all started, where I was doing one takes with my iPhone with absolutely no editing capabilities whatsoever. We're kicking it real far back, you guys. So today we're doing something I have never done before. We are doing a full face using what I got in my last 2 or 3 subscription boxes, bags. It's gonna be some stuff that's pieced together, y'all, because there's not a full face here. There is not. When you take out a lot of the skincare products, there's not always a lot of makeup. It just depends on how those bags are built. I guess I should also mention, for just sake of the cause, that it is March 2020, so we are, I would say in the beginning, but that's not what the experts are saying, the very beginning of a pandemic in the United States, which has already affected so many people across the world, deep impacts. And what I want to share with you guys is that doing this and doing makeup and talking to a camera, which I picture as y'all, and then editing these videos is something that I do for my mental health and well-being. So whatever it is that you do for your mental health and well-being that you can do while quarantined or while staying at home or while sheltering in place, please do it, because I think we're going to have a good time. Okay, first things first, it is summer. So in my JOA box from February was this triple function protection 50 SPF 50 plus sunscreen. So it is basically summer in Florida already, so I'm going to put this on. I do have some very obviously sad news about JOA box, which I said I wasn't going to be sad. This is a different kind of sad. So March will be our last JOA boxes. I'm very sad about that. I have loved every single JOA box I have gotten. I have loved exploring new brands and new products that I never would have had the option to explore without them. So a big thank you to the JOA box company, family, for everything you brought to everyone else outside of your country. It was really cool, and I'm really sad, but we'll make it through. We'll all be okay. So I don't always put on sunscreen under, like, as my first makeup step. I definitely will if I know that I am going to like a theme park or the beach. I don't put on makeup on the beach, but I will put on pre-sunscreen just to make sure that everything I do is helping protect my skin, because I didn't always, and that shows. So starting now, better late than never, y'all. So don't think it's not time and you can't start, because you definitely can. I also like to put these face sunscreens on my hands, because your hands can age as well. That's one of the things, like hands and faces and necks, you'll notice on people, like, is one of the things that shows age, I feel like, really quickly. So I'm using my handy dandy baby wipes to get my hands clean. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, y'all, so that maybe you can see my face. I just don't want to lose the bunny ears from the frame. They're very important to me and very crucial in this video. I am drinking my iced coffee that I made at home. I'm very proud of myself. That's practically cooking for me. I'm just going to give the sunscreen a little bit of time to hang out and set. The next is going to be the IT Your Skin But Better Oil-Free Primer. This was in one of the Ipsies recently. Other sad news before I realized that I was losing JOA box, I unsubscribed to Ipsy. So my mail's going to get a lot sadder. I'm going to have to find some other things to do. But let's put on this primer. It's cute. It's a pink color. I don't know if you guys can see. I will say that sunscreen smelled really good because it was very light and it did not smell like sunscreen. Like we all know what sunscreen smells like. You can probably smell it right now just from like memory, what we all know. But this is the Makeup Gripping Primer from IT Cosmetics. I will say it does feel tacky, so that's good. I like a good strong base to my makeup. I like to know that it is not going anywhere, because if I put in the work to put it on, I want it to stay. I was moving the light back some because I feel like it was really hot and in my face. Okay, so I'm gonna let the primer now sit for just a couple seconds, let it get fully tapped. Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Long Wear Foundation and Concealer, you guys. That's the only way I can do this look, because there's no other foundation options. Not one. In these. And I normally won't try like these little sample ones, but we don't have a choice, so we're gonna do it. Oh, it even has like a little teeny tiny safety seal. Why do we like things that are tiny, y'all? Just like miniature. What is that? Okay. I'm gonna shake it because I don't know if I should or not, but that's what I've learned recently, is that sometimes primers can separate, and for them to work well, you need to shake it up. Probably shouldn't sing anymore because I don't have any money, in case they're like, oh, copyright. I'm probably going to end up using this whole bottle on my face. The one thing that I am cheating with, you guys, is that I am using most of my own brushes, because besides these, which I found in my beauty closet, which I know came in one of my subscription boxes, and this one that came in this month's Ipsy, I didn't really have any other brushes recently. I already put foundation on my hand, so I'm trying not to like tump it over. I love when the brushes come with these like little tulip. It's not the way you do it, you guys will watch. They come with these little tulip things. So this is bronzer brush. I will probably be using that as a powder brush. This says brightening brush. That does actually look like the shape of a highlight brush that I do enjoy. And then this says complexion brush. So I think complexion, I'm gonna say blush. I do like a big blush brush too, y'all. And these are from Alamar, which we have gotten some cool, like a cool cheek palette from them before. So I am not mad about that. I do have my gross yet handy dandy everyday mirror here from like Walmart or something. Don't judge me. So I dab, and I'm sorry I'm looking past you guys. I'm in here because there is a mirror also in the bathroom, as often there is. I like to spread it out. And then I had been using sponges, but recently I went back to this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and I'm really liking the finish. And it was like I had forgotten that I liked these very dense brushes for foundation, and I feel like it might even go on smoother and kind of make foundation last and move better. So I don't know right now if it is the formula from the Pure or if it is the legit tackiness of the primer that we used. But this foundation is not moving around very easily. And I didn't like let it sit, you guys, like you saw, like I didn't just leave it, but it is not wanting to be my friend. And this brush is not super clean. Sorry. I have used it this week, so like the product not going far is not because the brush is absorbing a lot of it. Usually the primer that I use, that e.l.f. primer that's like a dupe for Tatcha, makes your skin very smooth and helps with the pores. So I think it does make it feel like it goes on smoother and goes for longer. Come all the way down the neck, into the hairline. Don't miss anything. Now it did also say that this was a concealer, and we do know that concealer formula is typically a little bit thicker than a foundation formula, at least in my mind. I could just be making stuff up right now, y'all. I am gonna put some extra underneath my eyes because I do have dark circles. You can probably hear my dog's feet. Her nails are clicking on the floor. I apologize. She likes to be around. Because let's be honest, I'm a good time. Who wouldn't want to be around me? Especially when I'm filming. And you being around is going to cause a scene. Thanks, babe. Okay. I guess so somehow we lucked out and got a powder. I think it was in BoxyCharm, but I can't be 100% sure because I tend to just take stuff out and play with it. It's the Vacay Everyday by Ciate London. And I think I read that it's like coconut and it's like basically summer. So I'm super excited to try it if I can get it out of the box. I tend to like to put it into my lid. I'm trying to see if it smells like coconut, y'all, because I'm trying to figure out what about it is coconut. It doesn't really smell like coconut, I don't think. Let's see. It looks and feels pretty finely, milled. Not milled. Now I can smell the coconut. Okay, now I can smell it. It looks a lot like the, is it Dermablend? They're like very, it is a very mild coconutty smell. It is not overwhelming. It almost smells not like coconut, but like a pina colada. So like a very sweet, artificial coconut, but not bad. I'm not mad at it. I powder everything and set this stuff in place all over. So I did use the bronzer blush by Alamar for all over face. It's a little bit smaller than what I normally have been using. Okay, it's a lot smaller. This is the Face 1 by Marc Jacobs, which is the one I usually use, and then this is, so you see the difference. But I like a big brush, and I can't lie. So what do I normally do next? I think next I normally do some form of bronzer. So we're gonna come into this eyeshadow palette by Living Color. Take off this. So right in here, these two kind of brownies right here are what I'm going to attempt to use. I'm gonna go back in with this big brush that we use all over the face because it does say it's a bronzing brush. Ooh, there's a lot of fallout. That is a lot of pigment, y'all. I'm about to regret some stuff. I can feel it. I'm gonna try to tap some of that off. I'm so nervous to put this on my face, y'all. Okay, here we go. What I normally do is put a dab. Oh, y'all. Let's go ahead and come down. So this looks a lot redder than I normally would do. I'm gonna try and really blend the bronzing out by a lot. This is actually bigger than the brush that I use. Normally this is, I think, the Pure brush. Get in front of you guys. So this is the one I normally use, and this is the one, the Alamar that I'm using. So I'm actually going to come in here with my brush and try and kind of. I do like a mix between just contour and bronzing. Like, even in winter, I will usually warm up around the face and then hit the cheeks. I can't do the nose, y'all. It's just, I don't have it in me. So, not as terrifying as I thought it was going to be. Thankful for a very good blend. Next, I would normally do blush. And that's a highlighter, that's a highlighter. Got a lot of highlighters, don't have a blush. So we're either going to use, oh, that's a pretty one though, an eyeshadow, or there were some liquid pigments in, okay, so this is from Joabox, and this is Mare Bliss. This says Coral Cheek, and this is my #1 liquid pigment. So it's a cheek, I'm guessing a blush, and a highlighter. I normally don't use liquid blushes, and by normally I mean maybe one time I have ever used a liquid blush. So, Coffee for Courage. Instructions are in Korean. Let's just see if there's anything. So Korean. Okay. I've seen some people use liquid blushes, so that's what I'm gonna mimic. I'm gonna put it on my hand. So I don't know if I should put it on with a finger or a brush. What do y'all think? One of each? Okay. Okay, so normally I would do, where would I do blush normally? I would normally do blush here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's try and spread some of that out. Oh, y'all, what's happening? Okay, I'm gonna get a brush. I'm aggressively going at this, you guys. Real aggressively. Okay. All right, I think I'm definitely gonna say I need a brush. I am not good at this. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. I'm still gonna say I don't think liquid blushes are for me. But I've looked worse this week. So I'm trying to like even it out because I feel like, I think I have to stop trying to even it out or I'm gonna look like a hooker from 1984. Next, I would probably do eyes. So I've got like 3. So we have that liquid highlighter, obviously, which might be fun. But I've got 3 powder highlighters. And one of them looks really pretty. Like I want to put it on my eyeball. So let's see what this one looks like. This is from IBY. Y'all, I'm nervous. I don't know what to put on my eye from this color. All of these colors are outside of my comfort zone. Part of me kind of wants to use the blue because like I've done like a super pink cheek, but then part of me wants to kind of use these like jewel tone glitters, but I'm doing glitter on the main eye. Let's think about it while I put on this. I'm gonna do the Low T London, I don't know. I do wish it was in, like it's a pan and I don't have anything to put that in. The shade is the Good Girl. I always use my finger when I'm doing a shimmer on the eye. I just take my ring finger. Ooh, look at that. That's bright, y'all. That's very pretty. I feel like I'm already ready for summer looks. I think we're all ready for some fun. This palette does come with a mirror in it, so I'm going to use the mirror that's on the palette. I'm going to start, this middle shade is kind of a burgundy that doesn't have glitter. So I'm going to try and just take that. I like to dab first and give myself kind of an outline. Just going to take that in the crease. Actually is a very pretty color. It's not as aggressive as I thought it was going to be, which is nice. I'm kind of using it as a transition shade because I think I'm gonna do the green, y'all. Because the only lip that I have is red. Some form of red. Next. Okay, now we're gonna go with the green. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm gonna go in with my Lorac. It's a two-ended brush, so one's almost a packing brush, but a little less firm, and the other one's like a blending brush. There's two shades of green, what I would consider like a mermaid green, and then like, nope, wrong way. And then like a real deep green. I'm gonna go in with the mermaid green first. And it's the shade Petticock, and the deeper one is Mariana Trench. Okay. So let's go in. Let's just see. I kind of want to use the green just as like some depth. And then again, we may underline the eye with it. This is the mermaid green shade. It's very iridescent. I like that a lot. In the pan, it looks super pink. Not pink, glittery. And on the eye, it looks more just iridescent glow. It is daytime, so I'm not trying to go like insane. Next, we're going to do actual highlight. I'm going to pull in this IBY. It's the tan, champagne-y, but a little bit brighter highlight. Just because, I mean, we're going to do it, y'all. We're going to do it. Oh, there's some payoff. Okay. Okay. I like to do nose and Cupid's bow. Because why not? And then sometimes a little bit just above the eyebrow, those high points. And a lot of times I'll smile so I know exactly where I'm hitting my cheek. And then, just because why not be extra when you can be extra, let's try that liquid highlighter. Where did it go? Here it is. This is that Mere Bliss liquid highlighter, my #1 liquid pigment. I have actually used a liquid highlight before. I normally would use it on the eyelid or on the nose, like the tip of the nose. Let's see what this one. So this is a pink highlight. So maybe we will use it around the eye and on the nose. I just put a little bit on my hand. Ooh, it's a blinding too. I like it. All right, so just tip of the nose, up the bridge. Make sure you really brush it in, or you'll have fingerprints. I'm putting it in the corners of my eyes. Because sometimes more is more. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is gonna be something fun. That is something I've also never done before, in a video of something I've never done before. So I am a member of Influencer, which is where you review products that you've tried, get feedback on things, and they will eventually start selecting you for campaigns to try, where they will send you things complimentary for free to try that you will review, that you will give your honest feedback on. Sometimes it's stuff that hasn't hit the market before, sometimes it's stuff that's being revamped for the market. And the one I got very recently is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow kit. And I normally don't do much for my brows. I used to for a little while, and my mom said I was doing them too dark, so I stopped doing that. Anyway, it came with 4 items. First is 5 stencils for you to try if you feel like you need more like help shaping your brow. My brows on their own have a very defined shape that they're going to do what they're going to do. So I don't need those. But for people who maybe don't have an end to their brow, just like natural growth, or you have to draw on maybe your whole brow, that could be a really fun thing to try. So it comes with steps. So number 1, step 1, fill. Well, let's hope that the one that they sent is that. I got the shade Taupe, and I do think they let you pick your shade, and I do think I said Taupe. I have a tendency to go too dark. I don't mean to. So I'm going to take the spoolie first and brush down my brows. Because again, they kind of do what they want when they feel like it. All right. Fill in your brows. Okay. So I'm a little bit sparse usually here. So I'm going to fill in there. First. Okay, this actually might be the perfect color. And then here gets a little less. I also want to try to make sure I'm not using too much of this and that I don't look insane. I feel like eyebrows can make or break a face very quickly, one way or the other. So it's something that you should always take seriously. Y'all, I think it warmed up, and I think it's like, oh, we ready, girl. We ready. I think I went a little too hard in the paint. My too much gene is too much. I'm going to brush it through. It says to brush it through, so I'm going to brush it through. Okay, that seemed to maybe make it feel less terrifying. I did wipe off some of my foundation around my eyebrows, so that happened. Okay, step 2, detail. Create brow wiz. This is the brow wiz. I also love their packaging because I feel like you always know it's Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like, there is no guessing what brand it is. You see that black and you're like, yerp. That's my girl. So this is also the shade Taupe. I like that they're all, each one has like a color end and a spoolie end. Because I feel like you never know when you need a spoolie, but you always need one. So this is like super fine tipped. I guess this is where I'm supposed to make it look like hairs. What's going to be hysterical is if my family wants to FaceTime after this. You guys, what is happening with my eyebrows? Like, I feel like I'm just realizing how 90s Cindy Crawford my eyebrows are. And I also need to put foundation back on my face where I rubbed it off, because I think that's what's making them look higher and like thicker in this area than they really are. This highlight though, my nose is like leading a sleigh tonight, y'all. Sleigh. I apologize. There's a lot happening on my face right now, y'all, and we haven't even put on the red lipstick yet. Okay, last step is clear brow gel. I think what I can tell you that I have learned is that more is not always more when it comes to doing your brows. Okay. I would probably use less of the product next time, now that I know. I would be on the lookout for how much I was using. I in no way, shape, or form think it's the product's fault. It is definitely my not amazing userness. Let's just zoom in, you guys. I want you to... They don't even, I'm not even sure that they're the same shape, y'all. I just followed my natural brows, which are not the same shape. Okay. All right. We're setting it in place. This is what we're doing today. Because when you mean it, you mean it. You know? We're going to let that set. I did go and grab, yep, I paused it. You guys didn't even know. Couldn't even tell transition was so flawless. I did go and grab some mascara and my eyelash curler from my regular bathroom. So let's do it. Curl first. Ooh, went too hard. Went too hard onto. So this is the thickening mascara with castor oil we got a couple weeks back. But if you use it and like put it on there a couple times, girl, you could have some eyelashes. Cause I don't. And all of a sudden it was like, hey. I almost said that's it, but it's not. We have to do the lip. Okay. Nothing about these eyebrows says let's do something non-fun. So I'm taking the red cookies. It's very smooth. I like that a lot. Thing that I'm not sure of, well, I'm pretty sure I know the answer. I don't think it's gonna like be a long wear thing because it is so smooth. It really feels almost like a lipstick, but in liquid form. That's a lot of color. So, yep, this is the look. I hope that you guys had fun. I enjoyed trying these new things and trying to make something happen. Hey. Oh, that's a good angle. Let's try that. Can I just talk to you guys? I can't even find it again, y'all. That's how special I am. I can't do this. All right. So that's it. I say self-care and doing things that make you feel as good as possible is a yes, y'all. So get out there and do them. Drop down below, write what you're doing so I know. Maybe it'll give me a good idea. But that's it. Bye, y'all.